Hello there and a very big welcome back. Now today we are going to be dealing with a very hot topic, and that is answering the question of, is it okay to feed my pet dog or cat a vegetarian or vegan diet? Now, it's certainly not surprising that we get this question a lot. The reason being that there's this increasing trend for people to be choosing a meat-free and or dairy-free diet for themselves. And the reasons being that people increasingly are not wanting to support an industry in which intensively raised factory farm animals are being subjected to very questionable ethics when it comes to the manner in which they are raised. In addition to that, we are wanting to avoid the pervasive use of hormones and antibiotics when we choose for a meat and or dairy-free diet. So not surprising really that people who choose this diet for themselves would want the same for their pets. However, when we do so, we really make a gigantic mistake by ignoring the huge physiological and anatomical differences between our pets' digestive capacity and our own. Cats are what we refer to as obligate carnivores, and dogs are what we refer to as scavenging carnivores. Now, obligate simply means that cats absolutely require meat in order to thrive. Dogs can survive on some plant content in their diet and do so in the wild in times of scarcity. However, meat remains their food of choice. And we see these huge differences in the anatomy of our carnivore friends when we look at their dental structure for a start. The pointed canines and the pointed molars at the back of the mouth are designed for tearing and shredding and ripping meat, which is then pretty much swallowed whole where it reaches the stomach. And the stomach of the carnivore has 30 times the level of hydrochloric acid that you and I possess, and this relatively high level of hydrochloric acid is very well suited to digesting this whole food, this whole meat that has been swallowed. In addition, the carnivore has a very short intestinal tract, which is designed at eliminating the meat and the waste thereof very quickly and effectively. In contrast, herbivores and omnivores have a very different dental structure. Our molars are flat, and that is with the purpose of grinding plant material and grinding the high cellulose structure in plant material, which our carnivore friends are simply not able to do. And our stomachs have a very low hydrochloric acid, and our intestinal tracts are very long, which are perfectly designed for dealing with plant material. So in short, our carnivore friends are very ill-equipped for dealing with a vegetarian and vegan diet. And off the back of that, they are also not able to access the full complement of 22 essential amino acids that are present in a meat diet, and so they can suffer from protein deficiencies and protein imbalances. And one of the really crucial ones that's worth mentioning is taurine, now an essential amino acid, which cats can suffer quite severely from a deficiency if they don't get it in a meat diet. And we see this as evidenced in heart disease in cats, in blindness when they suffer from a taurine deficiency. In addition to that, a plant-based diet also does not provide all the omega-3 essential fatty acids that are needed, and this can also result in imbalances in essential fatty acids such as arachidonic acid, to mention just one example. So, in short, while you and I can do very well on a vegetarian based diet, our furry friends are ill equipped to do so. And so, while we may choose a vegetarian or vegan diet for ethical reasons and for health reasons, we really need to be making different choices for our pets. And by all means, choose meat that has been ethically raised, that has been pasture raised, that is free of hormones and antibiotics, but don't avoid meat across the board, because your pet dog or cat is physiologically and anatomically designed to thrive on it. So I hope that has answered that very, very hot question that is increasingly prevalent in the modern times. And I look forward to connecting with you again very soon.